room, you disrespect me, I'm blocking you for 6 months. Do not go there. This ain't what that is. That's my brother. Period.
No,
not
for sure.
Copy that, Bob.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. And I got nothing love to ask.
You know, he did say niggas got 30 IQs. I don't know what's going on.
We finna figure it out. We finna figure it out right now. I'm gonna reset the room since everyone's here. Hey, welcome to the 100 ENT show on the Clubhouse app. If you're new to the room, welcome. This is the 100 ENT show. We got Wack 100 in the building. We got Akademiks in the building. We got the co-host that do the most, CEO Reek the Sneak in the building. Y'all like, man. And you already know we got the 100 ENT show audience. We got the Goo Gang, Sleepless in LA. And we get into it, man. Make sure that y'all go up top, hit the greenhouse, join the club, follow the moderators. Hey, y'all see the title? Y'all see what the fuck going on, man? Akademiks. Who you calling stupid? So we got Akademiks in the building. Akademiks, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing pretty good, man. How y'all doing?
Oh, man, we not doing too good, man.
We're
not doing too good at all.
Shit, we doing better than the 30 IQs, I'll tell you that.
Well, hold on. Let me rock. So Akademiks, this is why we not happy right now, man. You know, all of us, not only do we support Wack, we also support you too. A lot of the content that you put out, despite some of the entertainers not really liking it or not liking how it's presented, we support it. We find it entertaining. We don't find anything wrong with what you do, right? You do exactly what Don Lemon and anyone else with a platform does. You report what's going on. I get it. But there's been times that you've said things in a real cocky, condescending way, where as if you're higher than other people and you can just, put other people down. Recently, you made some statements about Clubhouse, like as if this app is full of idiots and everyone on Clubhouse has a 30 IQ and Wack has 300. At the same token, you're giving him flowers. You're also putting down his supporters. And then to say that at all times he has 50 people that co-sign everything he's saying is not true. That's spoken from a person who's not really on the app and only catching YouTube clips in the morning, like you said, which I understand. It comes from a place of ignorance because you don't be on the app all the time. Wack goes into rooms where it's 500 people and 100 people on stage and everyone's cussing and yelling. He comes in, he asks the questions. He's not always in spaces on this app where they all just give him his flowers and they all just agree to everything he says. There's a lot of things that he says that people don't agree with, but Wack will stand on it. He'll say why he feels that way, and whether a person like it or not, it is what it is. But for you to go as low and make a bold statement and say the people on Clubhouse, it puts us under the impression that you have a negative view of what this app is about. We've had memorial services for kids who passed away. We've did GoFundMe for people who needed help with funerals. We've networked. We've put people into jobs, positions. A lot of great things happen on this app. Real relationships have built off this app. And for you to make a statement so bold, opposed to you saying everyone that hates Wack has a low IQ, you made these comments. Josh, go ahead and play the audio for us so Akademiks can hear.
There's nobody on Clubhouse that could beat Wack. Wack mic always sounds louder than somebody else. Wack controls all the discussion. Wack got about 50 people who just co-sign him. You can't beat Wack in Clubhouse. It's really smart. Wack knows information. Wack will just change something, be like, yo, like somebody will be like, yo, did you, like, I was listening to this clip the other day, somebody be like, yo, did you say this about Nipsey? Because I heard so-and-so saying you said it. And so-and-so should be speaking on something like that, right? Wack don't want to talk about the original question. Wack was just like, why so-and-so can't talk about it? You know I know him, right? He'd be like, yo, man, I don't think you don't listen, man. They'd be like, yo, you don't think I know? Yo, Wack going on a different tangent. Wack is smart as a motherfucker. Wack is, let me tell you this. You see Clubhouse? Clubhouse is a bunch of, and if y'all streamers on Clubhouse, this is just raw facts. Clubhouse is a bunch of people with 30 IQ while Wack got 300.
Oh, shit.
What? I only listen to Wack every day to run laps around every. Wack is running laps. When I mean laps, he's running laps around these things on Clubhouse. They have no idea what the fuck is going on.
So
to the point that I thought Wack is the only person who could turn.
Okay, so hearing that statement, right? And we support you and fuck with you heavy. I met you at the podcast that day, and I actually learned a lot from you. Your engagement skills, the eye contact. You definitely showed me a lot of love. You remember me, right? CEO Reek, Akademiks?
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, for sure. So to hear that, bro, and I've watched you for years, so I learned a lot from you, even just doing this, coming on Clubhouse and holding events about Jim Jones, Freaky Zeke, and all that. So to hear somebody that I look up to in that aspect of entertainment, it's like a slap in the face. And the same community that's in these rooms with Wack are the same community that goes to YouTube and goes to your Instagram and supports you as well. So could you give us a different understanding on what you meant by that, or did you mean that in its entirety?
Oh yeah. So good night to everybody who's here. By the way, that's a Jamaican greeting. People greet by saying good night. But anyway, so I'm not on Clubhouse pretty much ever. Okay.
Yeah.
My comments are made referring to Clubhouse in its totality. So I hear clips. Like, I have, no disrespect to nobody. I don't know who or what a Bullet Scotty is. You get me? Like, I don't know what the knife is. I just see titles. I just click it. I type in Wack 100's name, and I try to get some entertainment. And every morning, trust me, he does entertain. Now, I'll give you where my comments derive from. And it also derives partly from just even how I felt my own development was as a media personality, right? And I don't know if that's anybody's intended purpose on here, but knowing the art of debating or arguing, because there's a lot of arguments that happen on Clubhouse. Whether y'all arguing about is the sky blue, if y'all arguing about is somebody a snitch, it's a lot of arguments, and pretty much that's all I'm listening to. It's an audio form of a lot of arguments.
For sure.
What I've noticed, and also I know myself personally, you're only as strong as the people you're communicating with, especially when you're having dialogue, unless you're doing a monologue. I learned that specifically when I went to Everyday Struggle. I was amazing by myself. I did videos by myself. But then when you have to engage with people, you have to realize, hey, well, people are going to hit you from different angles. Now, I'm going to tell you why I said that. And again, just hearing you speak, I feel like, and kind of even looking at the title here, and I'm looking at it, look like there's a room that Wack kind of owns, and I think you guys probably personalize it, like I'm speaking directly to you guys. But I really was talking about app in a whole. It could be the people who hate him. I don't know whose room. I don't know what's what. You get me? But I'll say this. And I think, again, this is only from my perspective because I haven't watched everything. And to your point, some of the things you mentioned, I didn't know that y'all even did on that. When I hear Wack engage in conversations with people on this app, and this is coming from an outsider's perspective, but I can only give you my perspective, it appears that Wack literally does run circles around the majority of people he communicates with. And what I mean by that is, Wack uses, if you ask me, he employs amateur tactics of moving the goalposts, changing the subject, doing all type of things that if people were going to really have a legitimate discussion, wouldn't happen. So for me, the entertainment in all of this is like, okay, this is the Wack show in a sense, where pretty much I'm listening to people who I don't know, and especially when it comes to industry stuff. Like I told Wack this like 2 days ago. I said, Wack, I don't feel it's fair when you discuss industry stuff with people who don't have the same insight or have knowledge enough to challenge you. Because essentially, you're always going to pull that card that you have experience. You get me? It's much different. Like I remember when I even started debating with Joe Budden, and even when I first started covering rappers, and rappers started, like communicating back with me or like saying stuff to me, right? And for them, they were like, nigga, you're just a fan. You don't understand how the music or the recording process or the business worked. I actually went to educate myself because they used to do what people do to Skip Bayless, Steve Naismith. They told them, well, you never played in the league. And again, obviously, my comments were said on my stream, but not necessarily meant to, like throw.
So it's safe to say that you were speaking from a place of ignorance, meaning you were ignorantly not knowing what else goes on the app. You were only going, because I said that. I said he admitted that he watches the clips in the morning. He doesn't really come on the app and sit in rooms for hours and
I can't believe Act tucking his tail, but I'm gonna go on mute.
Hold on. And Akademiks, I respect him. He admitted that.
Yo, what? Stop it. Yo, like, stop.
I'm gonna go on mute, bro. I'm going.
Wack, I told you the same thing. Hold on. Yo, wait.
You said I had a high IQ. I mean, I'm just saying, y'all can hear you tucking your tail. I don't tuck my tail when I say things that come to your platform. I tell the person what I said and I stand on it, but it's cool. You're a little shorter than me. You know what I'm saying? Your hand a little bigger than mine. So if you want to tuck your tail, I told the people you can come prepared to stand on what you said. But I'm gonna mute on.
Hold on. But I'm not backing down from what I'm saying. First of all, I'll say this. I think the majority of industry, music business conversations that y'all have on here, y'all shouldn't even have with Wack. Because Wack just knows, like, it's not a fair conversation to have. And also, I've seen Wack blatantly say stuff that if anybody with half a brain in terms of knowing the business, you wouldn't even allow Wack to say that.
Like what?
Because,
like what? Slow down, like what?
I mean, I can't
start at me. Because I don't think you know a lot about the music business. You know a lot about what you do.
Wack, I'm gonna be honest with you. I would argue that there isn't, like, we're not talking about some stuff that people like. The difference between probably your knowledge and my knowledge of the music business is not the actual business. That won't be what it is.
Okay, like what?
Well,
you said you heard me say some things, and at least one of them stuck with you to say, "Yo, Wack, what the fuck are you saying? You sound like a complete fucking idiot." Which one?
No, Wack. Oh, hold on. But this is why I said it's like 300 IQ, right? Because I don't think you're saying stuff like you're an idiot, right? I think when you need to prove a point or you need to win an argument, you make a point that nobody can call you out on. You get what I mean?
No. I see right now you dancing. Get your ass back on that square. What did I say about the industry that made no sense?
Yo, I've listened to hours of you on Clubhouse.
If you my brother, if you want to opt out of that question, I'm going to give you that.
Well, the next time I hear you say something.
Okay, here we go.
Right?
I'm back up.
So Akademiks, you think that Wack is taking advantage of us? You think that he's playing off our not being knowledgeable on certain things and he's just telling us whatever?
Yeah, he's insinuating that I just make up shit.
Let me tell you this. Listen, I listen to Wack on this app and it's a master class in manipulation 101. I'm telling you the truth. And I love Wack. But I love Wack enough to say, yo, Wack.
And we get an example, Mr. Akademiks.
Hey, he running circles around you, Wack. He running circles around you.
And we get an example.
We're not talking about the industry stuff. What about when Wack is talking somebody off a cliff? Or what about when somebody is short on their rent and don't got no fucking food? And
No.
How to get their life?
He's talking about industry. We gonna keep at right where he at. Can you give me an example of something that I've said that I'm running circles around them because they don't have the knowledge of some things I'm saying. They don't know if it's bullshit or not that you know was bullshit.
Wack. I mean, going back from even the complete origin of like the very first time like we even talked. I think we spoke privately about it. But I don't even know if you want to dig up those old can of worms. Like I always told you, like
no. You're insinuating that we had a conversation about something I said that was so far from the truth that I'm embarrassed to have you bring it up. I would like you to bring it up, sir.
Well, jogging memory. Anyway, it was.
Bring it up, Matt. You want me to bring it up? I'll bring it up.
What are you talking about?
There you go. That's it.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm taking a shit right now, so I just hop on that.
No, hold on. It It was definitely something 6'9". Hold on,
Wait, listen. You are in a friendly room. You my brother. We talk shit. We face to face. I want to hear what I say.
Oh no. Hold on. Wait. No. Also, about half of that Jim Jones stuff, bro. Like I think you just had to ask about it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Because
that's
hold on. Wait. All right, I got it. I forgot. There's a lot of hours of conversation. I didn't come here with like a bunch. Everybody here, and by the way, I've seen some of you individuals quote specific documents, so you guys know how to maneuver through pacer, all that type of stuff. Yep. And I watched Wack repeat one thing that was just chronologically incorrect for months. It was the and by the way, 6'9" is here, so 6'9" they say
he's here, yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Akademiks, let us know.
You said when Jim Jones had said, right, when Jim Jones said, yo, the super violate thing, you said that happened before the Philippe Chow incident where Shotty and them got into it with 6ix9ine's labels owners security. Which, by the way, had both of those.
No, when I spoke on super violate, what I was saying is.
But the two situations had nothing to do with each other.
Listen, what I was saying is when you give instructions to carry out a violent act, you're conspiring to that, right? So, listen, super violate in New York means one thing. Super violate.
But everybody told you that the action never went down. There was no action that actually followed.
Yeah, but you understand what? Look. When the federal government decided to pick everybody up, it was to prevent that action from actually occurring.
But when I'm telling you, I heard what
I think what everybody's getting confused. Act is accusing Wack of saying that came before the Philippe Chow. Wack is saying he never said that. That's not. He's saying he's trying to.
They was gonna violate 6ix9ine up at the fucking spot in Connecticut. He called the dog.
No, Wack. What he's trying to insinuate and what.
No, I know. Hold on, Reed. This is about your pay grade. No, this is about their pay grade. The only reason why it didn't happen is because them fucking people was listening on the phone about what they was gonna go do, and that's when they went and picked up fucking 6ix9ine and all them niggas to keep it from happening. He called the dog. You know, he's the shot punch. This shit started in New York with fucking the Gambino family and the rest of them. We can't catch this nigga pulling the trigger, but he's telling these motherfuckers over here to go pull the trigger. Therefore, we gonna make you just as liable and responsible as the motherfucker pulling the trigger.
So, Wack, you sit there and tell me that you never said previously that the other action that happened at Philippe Chow was the result of what Jim Jones said, which, again, 6ix9ine's here. They had nothing to do with each other.
I know he told me they had nothing to do with each other. Are you telling me, Act, that they wasn't plotting to go do something to this man up in Connecticut?
That's not the point I'm making. I'm going on for you.
Yes or no?
No, I'm giving it. No. See, this is how you do the Wack.
No, I'm asking. Yes or no? I'm telling you.
No.
I know that was a total different. That was Shotty attempting to get, to make, our man. I don't want to say his name. We know what you're talking about.
Wack, when you were going on about Jim Jones, you said that there was action that got, if people acted upon his words or advice that wasn't true, that he got picked up.
Okay, now let me ask you a question, Act. Was Shotty involved? Wait. Was Shotty involved with the Philippe location?
Yes.
Who did Jim Jones tell Mel Murder? Who did he give the order to have handle the business?
Shotty.
I'm arrest my case. Dealing with the federal government. I know what you saying.
But did the chicken come before the egg? Because that happened before he gave the instructions. So you're saying that he did it before he got to the
well, I can't. Listen, if you say that happened, only 6ix9ine can tell me that. What I was basing it off of is the motherfuckers that Jim Jones was ordering to do shit is the motherfuckers that participated in that situation. Right? That's where I was at with it. Period.
What?
That's the only place I was at with it.
And it's just an example. I was just trying to show you one instance, right, where I've just heard you repeat something wildly incorrect, And because people either just wouldn't Google it to double check for themselves, I heard you say that for months. Every time you mention that shit, I heard you say for months. I'm like,
so okay, let me ask you a question because you're attempting to do something, and I see your slick ways because being 6'9" always get on you about you playing the 50.
Look at this thing.
Right? Are you insinuating?
I am
right?
saying exactly what I mean.
You insinuating that this group of people never was captured on record by the federal government to make a move on this man?
Wack, nothing.
Yes or no?
Hold on.
I know you read all the paperwork.
Wait. Hold on. There's nothing of what I'm talking about that question would even.
Why you won't answer the question, that?
No, the answer is yes. Like it definitely.
Okay. There you go.
It has nothing to do with. See, you're doing what you do.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
What I'm telling you is, listen. When we deal with conspiracy,
everybody with half a brain could know that it's true. But
no, they wouldn't know that was true because they don't even know about the Connecticut incident.
Wack, the point I'm trying to make is that you framed a whole theory of why Jim Jones wasn't locked up when he did something that's conspiracy.
Okay, so let's get
wait, let me finish. You said he gave an action, then there was results that happened. That was incorrect. That was just false. That was not true.
Are you crazy as a motherfucker? What you mean?
When
he talked about?
When did he?
The only reason why they didn't do nothing to this boy is because they intercepted the call and picked them niggas up before they got to Connecticut.
First of all,
the point I'm trying to make is, listen.
The call they intercepted. The call they intercepted was not the call with Jim Jones. They intercepted another call. You never heard that call.
Listen to me. When you're dealing with conspiracy, right? And you dealing with gang members, the minute a motherfucker get on the phone that's from that gang and gives order to another gang member from that gang to carry any violent act out, right? You already in the trick bag of conspiracy. So let's say beliefs is a different time frame. Fuck it. Let's say beliefs is a different time frame, right? And I know you read the whole book. You read more than me. I know this. Are you telling me these said gang members that was on the phone with this man never was intercepted conspiring to do a violent act to this man?
We don't have any proof that there was any action done. That's the thing.
That's not what I've asked you, right? We ain't gonna talk about the action done. Are you telling me right now that these group of men that we heard on the phone, right, were not conspiring to go commit an act that they were, only reason why the act didn't happen because they heard them and they went and apprehended these people?
I can't speak to Jim Jones other than that conversation. That's the only time Jim Jones is mentioned. It doesn't support.
Were these people arrested on the night that they were 6'9" was supposed to go perform up in Connecticut? Hello?
Hold on, my bad. I was on mute. It wasn't a performance. It was a casino. And he was going up there with this girl. And yes, they locked up everybody. Jim Jones was
Why?
What I'm trying to say is that, huh?
Why though? Because they were.
Yeah, but Jim Jones was not part of that conversation about the casino.
Well, you're missing the point. Listen, this is what you don't understand, civilian. Once Wack get on the phone, and I had this conversation earlier with with CK and Corey King. I said, Corey, I seen a video where you said, nigga is up, some 5 God nigga, some weird nigga, I don't know this nigga. It's up when I see you and any nigga ride with me. If you see him and you don't do nothing, it's on with you too. I said, go pull that shit down. Because if something happened to this nigga from the motherfucking dude who wifey fucking behind his back, they're gonna blame you. You're it, whether you touched him or not. They're gonna say you called the shot.
You're saying the operative word. If something happens, you're saying the operative word if something happens. But my only point, and
it doesn't have to happen if they stop it from happening. If they can prove that it was gonna happen, and the only reason why it didn't happen is because we apprehended you guys before it happened, they're gonna book you at.
Why? you see, like, you're constantly moving the conversation. First of all,
I'm not.
Hold on. Give me a second to respond. So, number one, I'm not defending Jim Jones. I don't know Jim Jones from campaign. I just like to keep shit back.
Cut that shit out. Get the fuck out of here.
No. See? You see?
Stop, bro.
Yo, Wack, I can't let you say some shit incorrect because that's how you muddy the waters.
Bro, I'm told, but see what it is, Wack,
to keep it real.
You ain't never been to jail to understand what conspiracy means.
Yo, Wack, but you're the guy, and I like when you grab the paperwork, but you're literally calling somebody or insinuating that this guy is an informant by saying stuff that's factually incorrect.
You want me to King 6ix9ine in here and he tell us who was the number 2 cooperator behind him if he didn't get on the stand?
First of all, 6ix9ine wasn't even the number 1 cooperator. It was CEO Chris. Then it was 6ix9ine. Then it was the driver. Like, and all of these people are listed.
The driver was already the driver was a nigga with the wire. So you telling me that Jim Jones wasn't in line to get on that stand?
Jim Jones' name is not in the paperwork or listed as anything but individual. I believe number 1 and number 2. It's not.
Okay, I'm glad you said that. Now watch this. I'm glad you said that. Now, do you understand the difference between open and sealed files?
Yes.
Shoddy, Mel Murder, them niggas. What's this other little nigga we got the paperwork on? The one for the W Hotel.
Kuda B. That's
Kuda B. All they files are open. What does 6ix9ine and Jim Jones have in common when it comes to files? Because you said he was named. They're sealed.
6ix9ine files. See, that's another thing you say that's not true. 6ix9ine files is not sealed. It was sealed until he pled guilty and announced that he was.
Right now, that's what I'm saying. Right now, they're sealed, bro. You can't.
Wait, 6ix9ine's like indictment and all the documents for his case in federal court is still sealed, bro. He's a cooperator.
They're sealed, bro. They're sealed because he cooperated. You go get them
unsealed.
We can go get everybody else's.
Yo,
we go.
I've been got it for 6 years, looking up all this shit. You know what I mean? Like.
Akademiks, you never seen paperwork with Tekashi 6ix9ine snitch. You only know that because he told you. You can't.
But no, but see, he got the paperwork. 6ix9ine gave that nigga his work.
Hold on. I can put it online. Like, nigga, are you serious?
Serious.
Bro.
And you put Jim shit up? He was named, right?
First of all,
he was named.
I used to put the document on my YouTube video. 6ix9ine's 5K1 letter is online. It's publicly available.
And you know when you got that 5K1, all the documents are not available. You know that.
Bro, it's on. You have to. The prosecutor submits that in court before
pull them. I want you to pull them up when we get off, and you send me all that paperwork, and you tell me that nigga shit ain't sealed.
It's not sealed.
They said got a 5K1, bro.
I'm telling you it's not sealed.
5K1 gonna let you know it's sealed.
No, it was sealed. First of all, the 5K was the last thing he gets after he testified. If he did not
That's what I'm telling you. That's when they broke. Look, you gotta do your full run. Testify, do all your shit. Boom, he's done. He has no more statements, nothing else to be said. They can't seal the shit until he's complete, giving everything he gonna give up. You know that. They're not gonna fucking
seal it. Show you how quick this is. I'm gonna pull it up. While we speaking, and I'll probably just throw it on my Instagram real quick, or like one of my backup pages, like because I want to make it.
I'll pull up Jim Jones while we at it.
Hold on. Wait. No, I want to continue Wack's point because I was just saying.
You just said Jim was named. How was he named? And he shows no sign, no history of arrest, no being detained, no nothing. But he's named, but it's nothing there.
He said he was never called in.
I know what the fuck he said. We all know what he said.
Well, hold on. I see. I can't vouch for him in terms of did he have an interview? Did he do this? Did whatever? Did he have a prop? I don't know.
Okay, let me ask you something.
Was he indicted? Was he indicted?
Keep it real. You telling me, bro, that involvement, you telling me, you just said he was named as what he was named at. You telling me
as an individual,
you really believe he was never pulled in by the federal government, bro?
Hold on. I'm not saying, if you ask me gut feeling, I think he has to talk to somebody. He probably had to go lawyer up and go sit down with somebody to go over what the fuck he was saying on that shit.
He said he never was been questioned.
However, get charged. Did he get charged? No, he did not get indicted. Unless your theory is that there's some secret indictment that nobody will find.
I just think he cooperated. I mean, I know a bunch of niggas that didn't get indicted because they cooperated.
We got the wiretap audio queued up. Josh is gonna play it real quick. Go ahead, Josh.
I'm sorry right now, bro.
Well, like the picture up there next to the post, you're like, when you go to YouTube and World Star, you got his picture next to this shit. Everything he said, you got a split screen with shiny picture next to this shit. I said, this shit crazy, son. But he doing that.
I've been booked for that before. Right there, act he called a dog.
Yo, Wack.
Just conspired.
Hold on, and again, it almost makes me feel like I'm defending him. I'm just trying
I'm just being real, bro.
Wack. My thing to you, right? I think that's a decent discussion to have. You just frame it to everybody and everybody on Clubhouse, because I hear it all the time. You frame it on Clubhouse like it's the truth. You're speculating.
You just heard it, mother. I keep it playing.
I'm trying to fuck with this shit.
That's cool, but man, you gotta get violated.
Yeah, super violated. Super duper. So ain't too much he can really do unless he gonna go run around with 100 armed security all day. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get shot.
You don't get enough money for that.
That's a fact. And he just canceled all his shows.
Ain't even gang member no more.
Nah, ain't nothing.
That's what Shotty needs to make sure he do.
Nah,
He tell that nigga that he's not a gang member no more. He kicked out the whip. He was never a gang member. Nigga, Shotty need to expose him. Like,
nah, you know what he do? Yeah, they got a TMZ on the choker niggas on Monday. So Shotty like, you want me? Cookie? I think he said,
you don't need to be on no TMZ. You got Shotty be on
Stop it right there. Stop it right there.
What?
He just took the position of shot caller right there, because Mel Murder is the motherfucker that they think is the shot caller. Now he's telling the shot caller, nah, that ain't what you're doing. I'm just setting it up how they're gonna classify this conspiracy shit and label you as that. When you in that deep, ain't no escaping, my nigga. Keep playing.
Appalachian. My lap first, you feel me? So
you don't say nothing. You let Shotty handle that shit, bro. You don't say nothing.
So don't say nothing?
Nah, Shotty gotta handle that shit. He get on TMZ, he need to talk his talk, he need to talk his shit. You get it?
Mm-hmm.
And he need to be very, very, very articulate about what he's saying, why he made people think that nigga was a gang member. He needs to let niggas know that he was never a gang member. He was always a money ploy for the gang members. He got to figure it out, but they gonna have to violate Shorty, because Shorty on some bullshit.
Stop right there.
Shorty think he gonna be.
Stop right there. Act, you really want to, for real? Well, we're gonna move on.
Right. As I said, when you get on,
you know I'm an ex-con, Act. I can speak on it. You can't.
No,
you ain't gonna stay in jail.
The point insinuating that he lying on Jim Jones, that he's coming on here purposely trying to paint a narrative, and we all heard the wiretap.
When Wack thinks one thing, put it like this.
I didn't name one thing.
You're Wack. You already in your mind have said that. Like, you can't even find the proof to say he is what you're accusing him of.
What do you mean? You just heard what the fuck? That is a federal wiretap. That ain't no female or no Hassan Campbell shit. That's a federal wiretap, bro.
Forget the wiretap.
That was played in court.
You can't forget the wiretap.
He would be charged and indicted. It would be on the
That's why he said it. No, he wasn't.
Still under cooperating witness.
This is crazy. That's an attorney talking to you right there. I'll let you argue with her about it.
Okay, so I don't know if you do understand the full definition of a federal conspiracy. It's basically, as you probably know, when two or more people agree to conspire to commit a crime, it must be shown that there was overt act, and an overt act is essentially some demonstration that there was something more than just the intention in the mind to commit the crime. So making a statement or calling a shot, as you say, would be, in this situation, the overt act itself, whereby proving conspiracy. However, not all cooperating witnesses end up having a 5K1 letter, because not all witnesses offer substantial assistance to the government because it's not always necessary. Sometimes witnesses that are ahead of them provide all the assistance that's needed to seal the deal on the people that they are convicting. So the ones that cooperate that don't provide substantial assistance don't always end up with a 5K1 letter, and those records remain sealed. So it's important to bear in mind that an absence of evidence is not evidence of absence.
Anthony, show IQ sound high as fuck.
Wait. So, and I want to ask the attorney. So, do you think it's fair that Wack is accusing someone who he can't even prove his only proof is this wiretap? He can't prove that this guy got indicted, got charged, whether secretly or not. Whether it's
my only proof is a wiretap, nigga. You can't say that.
Wack.
But respectfully, and good night, by the way, I do want to say, to answer your question, yes, I do think it's fair of them to say that. It's fair
My
of them to
only
say that.
proof is a wiretap? This nigga crazy. See, you got an IQ of 30 when it comes to criminal shit. I'm an ex-cop. I'm a fucking criminal all my life. Don't talk to me about crime after you're square. You ain't get a day in jail, bro. Cut that shit out.
Wack. It doesn't matter.
Talking to me about crime is like me talking to you about Twitch.
Wack. It's not all black and white. My thing is this: it's not all black and white. I just think you're that's like me saying anything if it's not all black and white. I thought when I be listening to y'all talk on this Clubhouse shit, y'all all be talking about paperwork, black and white, this and third. Now
that audio is on black and white. Listen, I got a homeboy named Spoke Dog, real shit, right? G motherfucker, like we look up to him, nigga got monster hands, all that, right? So probably like 1997, right? My homeboy J-Cap had a murder trial, right? And we don't know how the fuck they put him on the case, right? I said, out the motherfucking back of the chambers comes Sport Dog, get on the stand. We like, damn, what the homie doing here? He goes to tell, yeah, he did the crime, this, that. They're like, was you there? He said, no. They said, well, how are you speaking on this? The DA comes and submits the paperwork. He's been an informant since 1987. He is a reliable source, right? Needs to say, my homeboy get a deal for 40. He do 20 years straight. He's been home. He's doing fine right now, right? That was never on paperwork. When you working, my nigga. Cut that shit out, my nigga. And you telling me all you got is a wiretap? That sounds crazy as fuck. Like, I'm gonna excuse you.
Hey, listen.
I'm gonna excuse you because you know nothing about the criminal world, bro. That ain't your world, nigga. I didn't give too much time. If you call me Ack and say, Wack, I need to buy some drugs, and I say, hey, Ack, I'm a mailman, I don't sell drugs. Come on, Wack, fuck you out of man. What's up? You know what? Call little TJ. He got it. Here go his number. And you call TJ, try conspiracy 5 years, and I ain't touched it. Just for giving you a phone number.
Wack.
I don't think you understand conspiracy, bro.
Wack, again, you're using
that.
You basically don't like this nigga, and you basically just gonna use whatever.
Wait. You a fucking lie.
You with Jim Jones.
Wait.
You a lie. That was my homeboy. I can put up screenshots right now. He just did a song.
But that's not the only thing. Listen, that's an example. Now,
don't do that, bro.
Hold on. Even to the sign situation, I was in that room with y'all. You did not intimidate Hassan. Like, let's be clear. Let me
ask you something. Were you drunk?
Towards the end of the interview. When you everybody was smiles.
Hold on.
Everybody was smiles.
What did I ask you about his booty towards the end of the interview?
Wack, you did not say that in any type of threat.
Yes or no? Did I ask you about his booty at the 1 minute and 50 mark?
Wack, but you did not say that.
It's yes or no. Do you got the 30 IQ or do they?
No, Wack.
Did I ask him at the 1 hour and 50 minute mark?
Yo, Wack.
Did I ask him at the 1 minute and 50 mark?
No, the energy.
Why you running from the question, Ack?
No, because
did I ask the nigga at the 1 minute and 50 mark?
It's not about what you say. Sometimes it's how you say it. By the way,
I asked him at the 1 minute and 50 mark.
Listen what I'm saying. I asked Hassan.
Yes or no?
Yes. But
yes or no?
Now you gotta let me speak.
Yeah, okay, wait. And you said you was drunk at the end, right?
All right, tell me what I just...
What you say don't matter.
Wack, you didn't intimidate him, bro. You're like, that's the thing.
Okay, well, what do you mean by intimidate? Wait. First of all, I never said I intimidated.
Okay.
That's what I don't know where you get that word from. I said enough disrespect. I said enough disrespectful shit to do.
I would now nobody in that room took what you were saying to him disrespectful. I'm gonna be honest with you. And it was a lot of people. Nobody in there took it like that.
There wasn't no hood niggas in the room. There was all squares. Everything he was
all
saying.
All the hood niggas told me. You know what the hood niggas told me, Reed? Hey, you was on that nigga ass up. We fuck with you.
Right.
That's what we took from it.
Now you loaded, you drunk. You don't even remember stumbling down the hallway. You lost shit, all kind of shit. You don't even remember. But that's beside the case. Now, I'm going to tell you why your ears work different. One thing I can give you, and I love you for it, you let a nigga know I'm a civilian, I'm calling the police, and that's what that is, nigga. You come to my house, I'm going to shoot you. That's it. What a street nigga hear and what you hear as disrespect is two total different things. I'm going to be real with you. If a nigga, I'm going to be real. The first time I violated dude is when he asked 6ix9ine about that money, and before 6ix9ine can answer, I said, fuck that, we ain't giving that nigga shit. Wack calls that shot. Nigga be mad at me. But
I was not just told, Wack. I'm being honest.
Listen,
hold on. Y'all not on your first
Listen, did I not say those words?
Can we play the audio?
Did I not say, yeah, we can play it.
Because
I not say those words?
You got the same type of tone.
Listen, did I not say those words? Yes or no?
But did you say the same tone and aggressiveness? See, that's
listen. See, okay, all right, watch this, act. And I say this not disrespectful, act. Watch this. You a bitch, act. Bitch ass nigga. You a bitch ass nigga. No matter how I say it, I said it. It means the same thing, bro.
I mean, if we
you don't have to say it in a fucking tone. You don't have to say it in a fucking tone for it to mean something different, bro.
I mean, for like this, I interviewed Hassan before, right? And we talked about some of the same shit you said to him, right? The tone is different. The tone don't matter. The tone is bad.
I didn't talk about it though, bro.
I didn't ask him
talking about it.
You're asking questions. The tone don't matter. It don't matter.
I asked him a question when I said 6ix9ine ain't giving up shit. Nigga from the other side, fuck that. Blame it on Wack, be mad at Wack. That's what I said, right?
I don't even think he acknowledged you.
Fuck you. Let's say I said it.
Hold on.
Like,
I don't even think he acknowledged you when you said it. He was talking to 6ix9ine.
Right there. You
niggas
about you Akademiks. Hey, you see niggas make up excuses for everything.
No.
Hey, Akademiks do the whole thing. Akademiks, he kept saying, hey, nah, Hassan, nobody want to hear that shit, man. Hey, he kept cutting him off. He kept downplaying everything Hassan was saying. He was downplaying that shit like, man, hey, fuck all that, man.
Why you didn't ask me about his booty? Wait, hold on. Act. You was not going to ask that man about that ass violation because you knew it was disrespectful.
I asked him. Hold on. I asked him about it we did a one-on-one interview before. I asked him about it. Go listen. Nobody got the footage.
So, did you ask him the way I asked him? Do you know why I asked him, right? Because the nigga got to talking about how many people brains he'll blow out and all this shit. And my thing was, yo, bro, real kind. Hey, bro, let me ask you a question. Because the people want to know. Where was all that energy when dude was doing what he was doing to you, my nigga? In my world, right, you gonna hear that one way and one way only. You probably said, hey, do you wanna, touch bases on what happened to you? Nah, that ain't what I told him. I'm like, nigga, you extra out right now, for real, with all this, what you gonna do and these arm motions and shit. So, nigga, where was all that? Then when he went to say, this, and he brought my mama groceries, then I say again, I don't know how your brain registered this. Even a square nigga can take this wrong. You like it.
Wack, you were being slick, but you came on Clubhouse.
Listen.
Nobody on Clubhouse call you out for. This is what I be saying.
Hey, listen, but
you came on Clubhouse.
Your mind called it slick. In the streets, I was being very disrespectful. You gonna register this slick because you ain't gonna do nothing for nigga talking to you like that. if a nigga would have played me, the first time a nigga would have said, hey, Wack, fuck that, 6ix9ine ain't doing none of that. I called that dog, and I knew that had that business. I was trying to get done for my partner, had nothing to do with him. It was all right.
In the grand scheme of the conversation, like, everybody said little slick shit. He called you a house nigga right there. Like, you knew it was slick shit. He wasn't.
I mean, if he would have called me a slob, I'd have broke his jaw. House nigga, we just talking about blackness and what it should and shouldn't be.
Some people might say that.
I don't take house nigga. Are you comparing house nigga to me telling him he like getting fucking ass?
See why you do this comparison? If this is popular tactic.
Yes or no, bro?
Listen,
I don't house nigga being called a house nigga.
Listen, sir. Is disrespect disrespect? Yes or no?
No, there's levels of disrespect. There's level. House niggas not
okay, so now it's levels, bro. So before it wasn't levels, I was saying, yeah, you're right. There is levels. If you said it in that angry tone that you said on Clubhouse,
you know, hey, bro. If I call my wife, if I say, shut up, bitch. Shut up, bitch. It means shut up, bitch. I say, shut up, bitch. It back. Like, see, your mind, how our mind work, we talk about street mentality, and you talk about being a square. And I love you for being a
You said, and I am not, from the streets. I'm a civilian.
It doesn't anything though. Listen.
But you did qualify your statement with that, so it means to me that it's subject to interpretation based on who you are, not what was said.
You're lowering me right now. You're lowering me. Hear what I'm trying to tell you? Wack came on a very inaccurate representation of the energy and mood that he had when he was at the interview.
No, everybody watched it, bro.
Who was there? Wack was
everybody watched
everybody there.
Wack
was friendly to everybody there. Did Wack say slick shit? Yes, he did. But Wack was very, very friendly to everybody there.
See, that's how I know you're not no street nigga. His body language did not say friendly. The way he was linked up, the way he was observing shit was not friendly. If I was not good with Wack and I was sitting next to him, I would have moved to the other side because I'm like, what the fuck is he on? His hand in his sweater?
Well, hold on, let me ask you a question.
You don't know.
Let me ask you a question, right?
Wait, hold on. I have on my YouTube when they first met. You gonna tell me two happy motherfuckers to meet each other. So you tell me,
bro, listen to me. I had no issues when I first seen the nigga. Listen, I'm glad you said that. When I first seen the nigga, I had no issues. But we can now say today, that nigga had issues with me the whole time, months prior. We can agree with that, right?
Yeah, right? Yeah, I'm not defending on that. Yeah, clearly.
Right, we can agree. We can agree that he had issues months prior, actually a year or two prior, because I had no idea the nigga disrespected me in game on YouTube. So let's say 12 months prior, it worked like that. The YA baby came out of me, try this nigga Wack. I'm going to be real, Act, and I'm going to say it to you, and don't take it no kind of way. If I didn't think you would have got mad at me and blamed me and fucked up our relationship, I would have just did what I know how to do. Say, nigga, I think you a bitch ass nigga, and locked up with blood right then. I was trying to trigger him to react in the slightest way of aggression so I could say, Act, I got off on the nigga. You seen the nigga. You seen what it was. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. When he started doing that extra out shit around me, any street nigga tell you, we hate that shit, especially when we think it's coming. I say think, because I don't know how it's gonna turn out. It's coming from a nigga that ain't really like that. It irks the fuck out of us. Out of people's brains, push this shit back and move. Hold on, blood. Fuck you in the ass.
I'm not defending.
I'm just being real, Act. I'm telling you about my mentality, and me and you got two different mentalities.
When everybody ran into each other. By the way, also,
I had no problems for the record when he first got there. Zero problems. But we both know he already had a problem with me. Meaning, Act, because he already had a bad taste in his mouth about me, all that shit I was doing should have been amplified times 10. He should have really been on one. Because he already had an issue with me. I had no issues with him until he got extra'd out. I had zero issues with Hassan. I had no idea this nigga had talked about me, talked about my motherfucking brother gang, had recorded me. I didn't know none of this shit. So it's obviously he had the issue with me. He there 7 deep, I'm dolo. When I started doing all that funny shit I was doing funny shit. And he already got the mindset he got about me. Hey, it shouldn't have been, bro.
Yeah, I'm not speaking to how we should act. By the way, like, and I just pulled it up as we hear. So this is the last conversation. I have 6'9", 5K, 1 letter right on my screen. So you're wrong. Okay, but back to that. I can't tell you how.
5K 1 ain't the full fucking foul, eh? Not, bro. Like you
whoever said that was sealed. I'm just saying that.
I said his foul was sealed, bro. You are not gonna pull that man's whole file where it tells everything he said on the stand, all this shit. And you're not gonna find it.
Open, of course, you get a transcript, right? But whatever.
You're not, bro. When you got a cooperating witness, they're gonna seal it. And there's a such thing called a sealed file, bro. Real shit. You're not gonna find Sammy the bullshit. You're not gonna find Sammy the Bull's file. It's sealed. We gonna find John Gotti shit though right now today. But you ain't gonna find a nigga that took the stand and cooperated against all of them. It's real shit.
I'm trying to move the conversation forward.
I'm not. I'm just answering your question, bro.
I was just
we can get back.
Mentioned that was sealed. I'm just saying I found it. I'm not arguing.
You found the 501k. We talking about the whole file.
So that's a fair point. At least in part, there is one unsealed document, the 5K1 letter. At least that much we know, but not the entirety, correct?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's sealed. I mean, like, shoot, the order of him to change address when he was on house arrest, that's sealed. That's still sealed to this day.
Oh, come on, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
And Akademiks, and if he didn't have that energy, like you said, Wack didn't have that energy, it was all good, then why did you have to keep nudging him? Why did you even
because I was on bullshit.
Okay.
No, absolutely, because Wack was saying slick stuff. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I know, but I was, yeah, I know.
But you said he was like that.
See, Act, what you gotta understand, bro, in all world in the street, slick shit is disrespectful shit.
Real shit.
In your world, it's just, he's being slick. It's two street niggas. If I was talking to you, you would say, oh, Wack, you always fuck around.
It's like, why do you think he didn't address it in a serious tone? Because everybody that wasn't there clearly agrees with your rundown of the events, despite the other person who
I think he pussy, Act. He pussy, my nigga.
All right, I don't know.
I think he pussy. Now watch this, Act. Then when we walked out, yo, Wack, I want you to meet my mans. If something happened, yo, Wack, my man's want to take a picture. All this. What bothers me is the nigga already had a problem with me. I'm not, hey, bro, if I walk into a room with a problem with a nigga and I never saw him, first thing goes, hey, homie, let me holler at you. On par room. Let me holler at you, homie. Hey, homie, what's happening? Whoop. And depending on that go, it's going to determine if we're going to go on forward cordially or we going to lock up right there on the spot. I ain't going around no nigga I got that problem about like that.
Why you think Akademiks didn't tell you that Hassan was talking shit about you in gang?
He never told me. I thought you knew.
Akademiks didn't tell you that, of course. Because he didn't have no issues there.
No. Listen, put it like this. And somebody told me that, Joe Budden's, right? Like, for example, I remember when me and Joe Budden did Everyday Struggle, like, we had each other blocked. The program I'm saying, like, when you're an online commentator, at some point you said something about everybody.
Are you calling me an online commentator, Act? Come on, bro.
I mean, because
I don't think you look at me like that, Act.
No. But I'm talking about Hassan specifically. Hassan has spoke on everybody in music. I'm telling you, I've seen like his videos kind of I've seen the titles of them, and it's never something that's super complimentary. You get what I mean? So
the first time I ever heard of Hassan is when they asked me to go to a room with FBG Duck Mother, somebody I didn't know, and this dude Hassan, Wack, did you come to this room? First time I ever heard that man's voice was on Clubhouse, bro. That dude was oblivious to, I didn't know who the fuck that dude was, bro. No cap.
And by the way, Tariq, here's the point, right? Hassan has said stuff about me too, right? If I had a problem with Hassan, we wouldn't be in the same room together. You get me? Now, I didn't know that Wack, I don't know how much Wack knew. First of all, it's not my job to tell everybody.
I didn't have, stop doing that. He had the problem with me. He had the problem with me and I didn't know it. Don't fucking switch it.
No. I'm speaking to Reek's point. He said it's a reason why I didn't let you know. I don't know what you knew or not. You and Hassan had your own relationship. It's not like all y'all knew me and I'm Pete. Like, you know what I mean? You were trying to get Hassan.
I ain't never heard you say nothing about me, bro.
Say again?
I've never heard you say nothing about me disrespectful. If you
a lot of you in the hundreds of thousands of hours of me making commentary. I mean, not
I never heard you say. I heard you give your opinion.
Yeah, of course.
Disrespectful.
All right, well, that's where me and Hassan probably like differ because I think Hassan, and I've told him about this because Hassan will latch on to something, and I don't know if he has all the facts in order, and he'll just kind of go down that road. So that might, that's where
so you telling me dude shouldn't have act. I was the first one there, right? Act, and I know it probably don't register to you. I'm checking where the staircase is. I'm checking all the rooms, all that, right? I've been in your building before, right? The first time I come to your building, did I do all that?
No, but I can say the same about Hassan.
Wait, watch this. No, watch this. I'm finna paint a picture. When Hassan came, myself
came in one person. This time he came in like 7.
Oh, okay. What was the wild card factor?
Who said?
What was the wild card factor? Because he know he know what he didn't say. He didn't know if I knew or not.
That's why.
He didn't know. Listen, see, now it makes sense when he was saying he wanted to come to LA, and I'm telling him, nigga, come on out here. I got you. He don't know if I was trying to lie to him because he don't know if I know, which I didn't know. I had no fucking idea.
Yeah, but let me ask you a question though. If you did know,
I'd have socked him out, bro, when he got there, bro. I'm telling you.
Would you? Well, I guess with me, I wouldn't even be in the room with that motherfucker if like I felt it was like that. You get what I mean?
didn't know. Look,
I'm saying that if you did know, so like my assumption is if you showed up,
I didn't know. I had no idea, my nigga. I asked the nigga on Clubhouse, you heard it. They say, yo, Wack, this nigga was talking about. He said, you in gang. I said, yo, bro, what this nigga talking about? What you say about me and my brother? It's on YouTube. I say, bro, I don't follow you like that. Now I don't even know you fucking. Hey, now, nigga, what did you say? He would not utter it out of his mouth. I'm telling you, I didn't know, bro. So what I'm saying is, for him to say whatever the fuck he didn't say about me, having ill feelings and a bad taste in his mouth about me, and to be already recording me on the call on some limey shit, but I'm cool with that, nigga, all that shit. Shit I was doing to him, bro. Oh, he should have got irritated, bro. Somewhere in there, bro, real talk. Not your mind, street nigga mind.
I felt like you were trying to get a reason to have problems with him, especially since you didn't know. I'm gonna tell you why. Because even when I listened to y'all first conversation, when he was trying to ask you like, yo, why are you on Clubhouse, giving a different representation of what the energy was when we were in person, then you got onto I heard you were talking about me previously. You didn't know that at the time. So it was one of those things I'm listening to. I'm like,
no, I didn't hear that till we was in the room together, bro. I didn't even know then. I didn't know until I went to Bullet's Gotti room, told Bullet shut the fuck up, and then somebody said, yeah, Wack, this nigga been doing rooms on you. I'm like, what? Yeah, woo-doo. I had no idea, bro. I didn't know. Bro, I'm not from New York. Bro, he's big in New York because that's what he talks about. The nigga don't leave right there, so I don't really know dude like that. 6ix9ine, mention his name, and they asked me to go to that FBD Duck Mama room. I didn't know dude like that, bro. I had to learn why I was in the room. He said the mama fuck. I had to learn about that shit. I didn't know none of that shit, bro. It's being real, my nigga. But the fact that he had them issues with me, bro, I was doing too much for him not to go hit on the spot.
I get you on the point of what you're saying in terms of if he really felt some type of way about you, him not saying anything.
Ain't no if, he did, bro.
Okay, all right, I get you on that. But the only thing I'm saying is, just from my recollection, everybody in that room before and after.
I was good with him before, bro.
It was all spots.
I was good with him before.
But even after the conversation, it was still on.
When I came out, bro, I didn't did my job. If I kick a nigga in the ass, it's for him to react, bro.
Wack, be honest. After the shit ended, and you're right. He said, yo, my man's want a picture, this and third. He was talking to you like y'all was still cool, like y'all were homies. He said he was trying to get you to help out with some clothing line, whatever the fuck.
He was being
but watch this though. We know we was never homies because the nigga got secret recordings and fucking clips he done did on me.
He was being fake.
Now that I
bro.
I don't like that. I don't like that. Yeah, I told him that.
But Academics, once you know the truth that he didn't have secret recordings, there's no need to say, well, he was being cool, he was saying this. You now know that was all a front. That was all
wait. You was nudging me and bumping me because I kept doing what in that motherfucker?
Now you was saying some slick shit, but I'm
watch this. Hold on. Hey, Rocky. When we on some bullshit, what we gonna do? Nigga, I swear, if it wasn't your room, nigga, if I'm sitting there constantly saying slick shit, fuck that. You's a weirdo. That's fuck the shit. What am I trying to do, bro?
Trying to get off on the nigga.
I'm trying to get the nigga to react. Cause you would have blamed me. If I'd have just got off on him and broke his shit, you was gonna blame me. But if he'd have been like, nigga, what? And flipped, and I got off, I'd have been like, hey, nigga, that's, hey. You was the fuse box, It was my respect for you that I was gonna wait till he did any little fucking thing, body gesture, and it was over with. I had already.
Well, this is what I'm confused by then, right? Well, if that was the energy or the temperament you had, why even talk to the nigga afterwards? Like right after when everybody's walking out.
Bro, let me tell you why. Because after you do a nigga like that, I already started doing him like that because I smelled pussy. And he was doing too much extra shit. Now, I ain't gonna lie, back in the day, I back a cat in the corner, nigga, that motherfucker meow, whiskers fall out his face, I still kick the cat. These days, nigga tuck that motherfucking tail, and I see he don't want it, I let him go. If I'd have known that nigga was saying shit behind my back, it'd have been an issue. I wouldn't have let it go. I didn't know that shit.
Yo, you rolling, man.
We would have got to act. I'm gonna be real. It wouldn't even been an interview. We would have got down, bro, before 6ix9ine even got there. The only way it would have been an interview is, he would have been, because he was deep. I was by myself. We'd have got down. As soon as I seen him, we'd have got down, bro. Because ain't no way I'm gonna see a nigga that been talking crazy about me, bro, and don't address. That's how. You know that. When I seen your ass, I addressed you.
I don't know if it's signs of fighting, man. I'm gonna just be honest.
I know he pussy. He cannot fuck with me with those. I see the pit in his eye. The nigga chest is sunk back to his back. My man told me the nigga pulled out a BB gun on the kid. This nigga right here, come on, bro. Then the nigga went on the line talking about.
I'm saying that it's not some niggas look like they're not into like. So
I tell you what, line up a head up with me and blood at your spot. The nigga put BB gun out on some niggas talking about he back some niggas down. This shit all weird. And the nigga called nigga on the thing talking about I gotta move. Niggas just trying to come to my house. Hey, that's some shit I expect you to do and be like, act a civilian. This nigga be talking about he gonna kill everybody, killed everybody. Then on the thing talking about people trying to come to my house. Listen, bro. I know you off the East Coast and all that, but I call a spade, bro. Dude be doing a lot of shit that don't add up to what he say he is, bro.
Yeah, I'm not on here defending this.
So now let's get back to why you saying that the people on Clubhouse are slow and got a 30 IQ. Because I know a few people on this stage. See, that was an attorney. We got another gentleman right here, Lebo. He probably 25, 30 years. He trained SEAL Team 6. We got Miss Poplar over here. She's a business owner. Pitbull, he runs his own security company. I mean, I can go on and on. So the people want to know. I mean, you didn't say Bridget runs a fucking insurance company. I mean, I go on and on.
But you're going on and on, but you're not mentioning nobody in the music industry. And the majority of what I talk about on here is music.
So I asked you, what did I say about music, the music industry that didn't make sense, and you couldn't tell me.
I mean, hold on. Let me reset the room real quick. We got Joe Budden. We got a lot of people in here. Like to come up, or you want to stay on stage? Don't act bougie. Show the room some love and go up top. Hit the greenhouse. Join the club. Follow the moderators on stage. Hey, man, y'all see the title? Y'all see what the fuck going on, man? We got Wack 100 in the building. We got DJ Akademiks in the building. We got Joe Budden in the building. We got the 100 NT show audience in the building. Slippers in LA in the building. And you already know what the fuck going on, man. Akademiks, who you calling stupid? If you just tuned in, Akademiks made some harsh comments about Clubhouse people having low IQs, and Wack is just on here having a field day, and we just too dumb to catch what the hell is going on. Josh, play that little audio, and then Akademiks can speak. Go ahead, Josh.
This is why I disagree also with Hassan. I think Wack was just like kind of, I'm going to say shit to trip him up. Because a lot of shit he says, there's holes in it. Wack is really good. Like, if you ever listen to Wack on Clubhouse, Wack will talk to a nigga on Clubhouse, cut him off 15 times, change the subject 16 times, basically reset the conversation, and basically have at the end the nigga just admit that he's a fucking idiot without them even talking about the same thing that they came to talk to Wack about. Wack is masterful at that. I thought 6ix9ine was the epitome of that, and I told 6ix9ine at the end the nigga just admit that he's a fucking idiot without them even talking about the same thing that they came to talk to Wack about. Wack is masterful.
There goes a little snippet, man. More of what he said. If you just tuned in, he also said
that part where he say you niggas got an IQ of 30. I never had my IQ tested, so I don't know what's how.
Josh, go ahead and spin that again so the people can hear that. Go ahead and spin it again.
There's nobody on Clubhouse that could beat Wack. Wack mic always sounds louder than somebody else. Wack controls all the discussion. Wack got about 50 people who just co-sign him. You can't beat Wack in Clubhouse. Really smart. Wack knows information. Wack will just change something, be like, yo. Like, somebody will be like, yo, did you, like, I was listening to this clip the other day, somebody will be like, yo, did you say this about Nipsey? Because I heard so-and-so saying you said it. And so-and-so should be speaking on something like that, right? Wack don't want to talk about the original question. Wack was just like, Wack was like, why so-and-so can't talk about it? I know him, right? They'd be like, yo, man, I don't think you know him. Listen, man, blah. They'd be like, yo, you don't think I know him? Yo, Wack going on a different tangent. Wack is smart as a motherfucker. Wack is, let me tell you this. You see Clubhouse? Clubhouse is a bunch of, and if y'all streaming on Clubhouse, this is just raw facts. Clubhouse is a bunch of people with 30 IQ while Wack got 300. What? I only listen to Wack every day to Wack.
Yo, now I gotta correct you on something, because I didn't steal all my Nipsey Hussle shit. I ain't ducked none of them questions, bro. See, you be telling lies, bro. You gotta cut that out.
What, bro? No,
I ain't ducked none.
I want to ask, Wack. I want you to keep being a part of the conversation, but I do want to ask everybody on the stage because I feel like everybody. I wonder if it's because I said it or everybody's just so confused, like they've never heard this before. Y'all never heard, like.
No, you said it. We support you. We work with you. That's because you said it.
Okay, but y'all don't think
at all y'all come across like Wack cheerleaders for the most part? Like,
no, hell no. Wack does not get his way on this app all the
like a
time.
motherfucker, boy.
Hey, they didn't clip his fucking account for shit he done said. If he had his way, he would have never got clipped. That's what I'm saying. Everyone does not agree. He goes in rooms where he just.
I disagree with him all the time.
Yo, Reek, let me ask you a question.
What's up, academics?
Yo, Reek, when's the last time you and Wack disagree? Because when I hear y'all, like, you come, you're like Takeoff in these places. Like, you're right behind. Like,
so a lot of the times, he of course he's more vocal, so a lot of times he'll dominate the mic, but there's been tons of shit that I would say that he don't agree with, or he'll say something that I don't fuck with, and guess what? I don't say shit. I'll be like, hey man, that's what he's saying. Hey, what the fuck? I'll mute the fuck up. And the shit
wait. That's the question. Wait. You know what that's the question for though? That's the question for Big Chuck. Cause he always a question me and disagree with me on shit. Chuck always.
That's a fact.
Yo, I was speaking directly at Reek because nigga, I watched the clip on YouTube and I heard Wack just scolded you, Reek, and I was like, God damn, all this nigga do is agree with you. Why you mad at him?
Nah, cause what he do? Reek did some crazy shit. I know that's the guy. He did some crazy shit. You gotta understand, bro. If you do some crazy shit, I'm gonna call you on the shit. That's it. And Reek's in a leadership position on this stage. So
I feel like on this app for the most part and on most of the stages.
Oh, I remember what he did. The nigga, let me tell you what he did. I went to go try to post the fucking clip to promote the coming out on YouTube, right? I'm trying to tag the nigga, my co-host, right? I'm like, why the fuck I can't tag this nigga, right? Nigga, then I find out that this nigga got, well, you can't mention him, right? So I'm like, hey, bro, fuck all that. You talk too much shit to have your fucking mention where a nigga can't tag you in your shit. That can't be on the side of me, nigga. If you gonna talk your shit, you gonna let niggas talk their shit back and deal with it. That's what it was.
Me being new to Instagram, I thought that I had turned the mentions on, but I didn't know that was a separate thing. So yeah, he said that, and then I even corrected myself. I said, you know what, you're right. And the mentions was off. But in regards to the tone and shit, like what the fuck? If he right, he right. Now if he was lying and I said the thing, and he still saying that, bro. Yeah, because I thought he was wrong.
You can't, bro. You can't be around me on the side of me talking shit and all kind of shit. This nigga talk no shit to me. This nigga blocked in every room on Clubhouse. They hate this nigga.
Yo, the only thing, and this is coming from an outsider perspective, and I could call me ignorant because Reed said something that's very important. I don't listen to y'all only hear for a lot of time, so I only hear clips. Yeah. Here's the thing, right? And for example, I really never heard Reed and you disagree. I feel like when say you argue with somebody, it's always Wack and the whole cheer squad versus like two dudes. And then pretty much, and I'm listening to it, I'm like, could there be actual conversation where people just ain't co-signing Wack? You know what I mean?
Niggas, hey, yo, when you hear that, bro, it's always, yo, why you fuck with 6ix9ine? And everybody like, hey, bro, we're tired of you asking this nigga the same shit for fucking 2 years already. We don't want to hear this shit, bro. I'm gonna be real. And everybody
not everybody agree with this nigga, even his real homies.
Me and this nigga had an all-out battle. I know you heard that one. Wack and Rocky go at it. I know you heard that one.
Well,
that shit went viral.
But this is why I started thinking, though, right? Like, I think, and I don't know if it helps conversation because I know y'all be having big audiences. The people are here trying to hear good conversation and really gain some expertise and some knowledge. I think because Wack on this app, the power, influence, the closeness and proximity to all the things that you're talking about is greater than everybody else. It's really not in nobody's benefit to go against you. It's really not nobody's benefit to try to call you out. So basically,
I disagree.
How would it be your benefit to call out Wack? Explain how it would be your benefit to call Wack out. Wack is the person.
Every other room is about
Wait.
Wack 100.
Hold on, one mic on me. The reason I disagree is because we are all individuals with our own beliefs, opinions, and values. And if Wack says something that goes against one of my core values, it is my right and it is my responsibility to call him out for that.
I would be beneficial in the grand scheme of things, though. Like, for example, look, replanting himself on a podcast that's going to be popping.
Because one of my values is to be a good steward of society. So if I feel like he's doing something detrimental, then I have to muster the courage, if you will, to speak out against that, whether he likes it or not. And I am known for arguing with him, and people do it every single day. So to make a blanket statement like that we're all cheerleaders for him, it's not factual, and you'd have
Academics is leading to a different point of view.
Academics, this is one thing I will say, because I say this every day. I'm the only motherfucker like me on this side of the app, period. Right? And I'm going to stand on that, right? So I think what you getting confused is when I'm educating my room on certain business that they want to learn about. Yeah, there's students at that time, just like with you. When it comes to the podcast shit, when I'm talking to you, I'm a fucking student, right? And I don't fight you on that at all. I sit back and listen. So if they're asking me about how streaming works or how radio works or this work or that work, right? Of course they gonna listen because I'm educating them on it. It ain't that they fucking being yes man. They just been educated on something they don't know about. Is he still in the room?
I'm here, I'm listening.
Yeah, so they're being educated on something they don't know about. When I call you, yo, Act, I call you, yo, Act, what kind of cameras you using? How many? Microphones. I was a student, right? I can't go back and forth with you on this shit because I know you're already doing this. So what you telling me, I'm gonna receive that information and I'm gonna follow your lead or follow your footsteps. That's the same shit with my room. I get somebody in here that's a new artist, yo, Wack, what's the best way to, get my music on all platforms? Wack, you go here, you know what I'm saying? That ain't them dick riding. That's them just being students, bro.
No. And by the way, I wasn't saying they're cheerleaders in that sense. Like I said that a lot of musical conversations you have on here is going to be one-sided because there's no one really with the depth of knowledge of the music industry to really even give a proper retort. That's one thing.
I ain't know Joe Budden is sitting on the stage right now. So are you saying that Joe Budden is the person that's worthy to ask that?
Wack, first of all, listen, Wack can't talk circles around Joe. I'm talking about Wack talking circles around y'all.
Wait.
Joe and Wack have a conversation.
Hold on.
That's not true.
I told Joe this the other day, right? I told Joe this the other day. I said, Joe, I'm not going to sit down with you to win. I'm going to sit down with you to go make it 12 rounds, hopefully, right? Now, I will say this to Joe with him in here. When it comes to that microphone, when it comes to laying them raps on the beat and understanding ad-libs and all that little shit, I can't talk to Joe about that. But Joe gonna have one hell of a run talking to Wack about a rollout and digital marketing and how the fuck to get radio and set that up, because that's what the fuck I do. I'm a manager. I'm on that side of the business. So you motherfucking right. There's some things that Joe can sit at the table with me that I'm gonna fuck around and outrun Joe, because Joe's used to turning in the product and going back in and making another song while niggas like me push the product.
Wack. Another example. And by the way, Wack, just don't do the normal.
Body bag for the good.
Gonna do. Don't fixate on this topic. This is an example. Okay, I'm gonna give you an example now. For example, when you talk about, right, if you're in your room and you're talking about the Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez situation, okay, or maybe somebody on the stage will correct me, but you're the only person who has access to those individuals. So when you're given an outlook or a breakdown, there's not much they could really say in retort, trying to correct you or even debate with you, because you know what? They don't know anything.
What do you mean? We all watch the damn interview, bro.
We talking about you got an IQ of 30%.
We're talking about an interview, bro. Like we're looking at an interview, the same one you look at it broke down and saying, yo, you stumbling, this ain't making sense, that ain't making sense, this ain't making sense.
No. That's one thing, but like I heard you talk in terms of giving out information that would only be privy to somebody who's.
No, you did that. I won't do that because you did that.
Yeah, you did
that. You got it booked. I did. I won't do that.
Well, Wack,
I won't do that because I know shit.
You're doing the Wack 100 on me. Well, what I'm trying to say, remember?
No, I'm not because you did that. I don't do that, bro.
Wack.
I definitely know shit. You know I know shit that I don't say.
Wack. What I'm saying is not only this situation, whether it's who shiesty, this and third.
How come you always bring up some shit and then when we talking about it, you put it?
No, because like we try to change the point of what I'm talking about.
Let me ask you a question, right? Hey, let me ask you a question, right? You just brought up Pooh Shiesty, right? Hey, have you ever talked to Pooh Shiesty's dad?
I have not.
Have you ever met Pooh Shiesty's dad face to face at the Fountain Blue motherfucker hotel and had a conversation about what needs to happen or what could happen if it could happen? Because I'm hearing you the motherfucker that might can make that happen. Have you ever done that?
Like I have not, but you're proving my point. Let me make the point.
Because you weren't there, you don't know what I know, bro. So you question what I know.
Thank you. You're making my point. That's what I'm trying to say. Similarly, there's situations and people that I know that when situations go down, I know more information than my audience could ever really debate or discuss with me.
So if you can know,
so hold on. Here's the point I'm trying to say.
No, it'd be cool. Why saying I don't know it'd be cool?
Hold on. No. I'm not saying you don't know it. A lot of those discussions is usually just when I'm listening to it, it's really just an echo chamber because you're the only one that knows. Also, they wouldn't even know if what you're saying ain't true. They have no way of knowing.
So are you saying? Listen, are you insinuating?
You're gonna do it again.
That the things I'm saying I'm making up. Are you saying that?
I think. Hold on. Going back to the point with Jim Jones, I think it's easy for you to use.
We off Jim Jones, bro, because we off that.
No. It matches the point.
We're talking about Pooh Shiesty and Meg Thee Stallion.
Hold on. I'm answering. This is what I'm directly saying. Because you have and are privy to information that the majority of the people on the stage with you are not. Okay? You could then put it in whatever light that you want to put it in, put that information out, and nobody on your stage will question you.
So you're insinuating that I'm lying.
And that's not true, right?
Misleading.
You insinuate that I'm lying about information that I know.
So Academics, just a heads up, Academics. I'm the one that started the Jim Jones, Capo, King of New York rooms, the Freaky Zeke room. A lot of those rooms, Wack is being educated by New Yorkers from Clubhouse. They was giving us the names.
I'm gonna be real. I don't know if you remember. Hey, hold on. I don't know if you remember at the first interview we did, me, you, and 6ix9ine. Right? That week I just did a song with Jim Jones with my Hispanic group Coyote, right? Just did a feature for me. A week before that, me, him, and French Montana was downtown LA shooting a video, right? Real shit. Wack, what up, my nigga? Wack, what up, my nigga? That's bitch shit. Don't say nothing to me. I'll be like, hey, nigga, I don't fuck with you. I can respect that, bro. So what I did was real petty. A lot of the youth know that nigga from Love and Hip Hop. They don't know that he got marked out. So what I did was I revisited and rebolt and exposed his ass like, you really a bitch ass nigga. Because you know how motherfucking Trick Daddy handled your motherfucking, that Trick handled you about the name. Booked you, then booked you, and you never did nothing about it. So stop running around here playing tough. A lot of the youth, 25 and under, didn't know about this shit. I done did this shit to more than one person. A lot of these niggas that they did some mark ass shit, and it's a few other people on the app. I'm ready to get out of line. I'm expose their ass too.
The conversation I heard, I noticed one small thing you did, which I was like, this is why Wack is smart. This is why I say
what I do?
You switch people's words, okay? You go off on tangents. You know how to flood them.
Like my family, bro.
Usually, you're on a stage packed with a bunch of, your homies, your gang.
He threatened my family.
Yeah, and they're basically just co-signing this.
Let me correct you. He was the one lying about his words. We had to play it for him 5 times for him to say, well, fuck you did, I said it. He lied. The nigga told me he threatened my family. And I said, my nigga, my issue with you now is you threatened my family, my nigga, on the Breakfast Club. He denied this shit. Did you hear that act?
By the way, you're doing the same thing you did with Hassan.
I'm doing what? What's wrong with this nigga?
When one problem came up and this shit started to fall apart, you created a new problem.
No problem fell apart. We had the video of Trick Daddy, Trick fucking this nigga up, bro. That didn't fall apart. I didn't have nothing. I just pressed play, bro. Then we put the picture up of him all fucked up in the face. I didn't have to. That's what it was. So then he does the interview and threatens my family, and I get at him about it. He said 5 times he didn't say that until we press play for him. What are you talking about, my nigga?
As I said, it's the subtle tactic of changing words,
Hey, bro, I'm starting to think you slow, bro, brother.
No, Wack.
What am I changing?
It's the opposite. Because if I sat in here blindly, right, and let you do that, that means that's a third.
What did I change, bro?
There's no
There you go.
I'm saying, what did I change, academics? I'm asking you, what did I look, bro, you didn't came in here and accused me of giving false information about the industry, but yet you don't remember. Now you telling me I changed some words with fucking Trick Dude, but yet you don't remember.
No. I told you what you said. You said that allegedly he said, yo, don't fuck with them Cali niggas. He came in and crazy. He said, I didn't say Cali niggas. It was never about Cali niggas. I said, it was you. Then you
Act, watch this, Act. You know what I told him? I said, hey, look, Act, listen. And I know you a square if you don't get it. You bitch ass nigga. Why when I come in the room, Wack, what up, Wack, what up, Wack, what up, my nigga, Wack,
the
what
Cali
up, my nigga.
What I got to do with you saying you said something?
And bro, Ben told me to act. I knew that shit for 2 months, bro. On the day at homies, I knew it for 2 months.
I think that same.
They did not want to fuck my room. It's another room that I introduced her to first called Sleepless in LA. That's a Cali fucking room by title, as he sees it. He don't come over there.
Right, but see, you know why it's manipulation? I believe she came in the room and said she.
How's it manipulation? But you telling me you're lying?
Because the only person who said that about Cali niggas was you.
You think the broad, listen, the broad denied, let me tell you what the broad denied. The broad denied telling me anything. But you know what Trick Daddy knew? Trick Daddy knew? Bitch, I did tell you why you fuck with that nigga. She said, he never told, I had to tell her 10 times, hey, dummy. Damn. The man already admitted that he told you that.
Damn.
Hey, lady, he already admitted he told you that. Trick Daddy didn't tell me nothing. He never even mentioned your name. She come in lying like a motherfucker trying to save herself. I said, hey, he already done copped to telling you that. Stop lying. But see, what I'm learning about you, academics, is you think I'm a liar, so you don't respect my words. What I'm learning about you.
Well, Wack, what it is as well is that he's not on the app enough, so he doesn't know that there's been Florida-California rivalry, friendly rivalry on this app. And Miss PP has talked shit, and you know, so it's been stuff. So academics, you're missing these parts because you're not on the app. If she told him that information, he knew it to be true because they talk that shit in a playful way.
Reed, before I went there, Reed, did I not tell you? Reed, did I not tell you, Reed, before this shit came out? Yo, that nigga Trick Daddy fake as a motherfucker, bro.
Yo, Wack,
and when you said that,
I've been told him. I've been new.
Wack, to answer your question directly, I don't think you're necessarily a liar, but everything you tell me, I check. It's called just not be naive, my brother.
Okay, so let me ask you something.
I've dealt with a lot of industry motherfuckers, and they talk like you.
You called me this morning, right? And see, you believe everything on me. You believe that this bozo Hassan told you, yeah, they say Wack is on the run out there in Cali. They looking for him. He ain't nobody fucking with him and all that. What you told me, right? You believe it, right?
No, I didn't say I believe that. I said that's what he said.
Right?
See, that's
no,
the thing.
You believe
No, by the way. No.
I called a script in the blood immediately and let you repeat that, right? Everybody laughed at you, right?
No, Wack. I didn't say I believed him. I said that's what he said to me. Then you said, oh, really? You called like 4 people. And you said, what was being said about me? And they said, that's not true. That's not me believing it. See, we got to stay within the context of what's true and what's not.
Another individual said that about you. I told you, like, hey, this is what being said. You then try to prove it wrong. Cool. What I believe is going to be independent. I'm going to believe what I see. So, like, that's my whole difference between me and a lot of people who I believe share your stage a lot of times. I feel like they look at you.
Hey, but how does the information Wack give us dictate our IQ level?
Hey,
you don't know how we
hold on, because I hear these conversations and I hear people blindly co-signing Wack when he does the same five tactics.
No, you can't give me one situation though. When you told me I'm giving
the same five tactics,
you don't know. I'm gonna say it. I ain't want to say it.
If
you don't know a motherfucking thing, bro. When it comes
if you arguing, if it's sunny or rainy, you use the same five tactics. And if I listen to you on YouTube 20 minutes a day, could figure it out, niggas who in a room with you every day should know your little manipulation tactics. I'm just saying.
Why you call it manipulation, bro? It's just, that's my.
It has such a negative connotation.
Why do you say that? My will gotta be manipulated. See what you trying to do is you try to justify your weakness through my strength and say that's manipulation. Why can't it just be, yo, that's how dude move? He's saying some real shit. Because you still ain't told me nothing I said about the music industry and the fitness of it that was wrong. You still can't pinpoint that.
No, Wack.
So academics, the people who support you, do you feel like we have a 30% IQ level? The people who watch your videos and watch your content?
Because I guess your shit is, you know.
No. All right, hold on. Are you guys doing the takeoff play with you, or can I answer? I'm gonna answer.
No, I'm just asking you a general question. This is weak.
Okay. That's a great question. I've always told people, when you watch me or I say something, try to verify it for yourself. I want independent thinkers. I don't want nobody just following act blindly. If you start following me blindly, well, I'm about to start selling y'all. I'm about to be like a snake oil salesman, or I got a bridge I can sell people. Like, people shouldn't just, if I can't provide no proof, now you might have credibility. Like, I sometimes feel like I have enough credibility. Like, for example, I say, yo, I seen some shit that was in Discovery. Hey, you might be like, well, until I see it, I ain't gonna believe it. And I respect those people. The people who blindly follow anybody, I think that's shit. I'm sorry. Even
how are you verifying Wack's information? Because sometimes some of the stuff that Wack says is not on Google. This is not Google verified stuff. So how are you?
Because I don't think y'all ask the questions. I don't think y'all ask the questions when there's
So that brings me to my question.
So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. When you first met me, right? I was conducting the business of a manager, right?
Mm-hmm.
Am I right?
Yes.
I brought Blueface to fucking whatever that show was, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if they're asking me a question that's in the lines of management, are you saying I'm not capable of answering that question without manipulation?
That is not the whole point of what I'm trying to say.
So why are you when I'm
you're trying to use one of these tactics right now on me? I didn't say you're
what the fuck tactics, bro?
You're using a tactic.
The 100 show on Clubhouse.
No, man, this shit crazy. I'm not.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
Wow, you're using the tactic of taking an example, digging into
an example,
hopefully trying to throw that example out the window, thinking you won the argument.
No, what I'm saying is, if somebody's asking me a question that's in line of my profession, right? I know I have the knowledge to answer that question. It has been many times where I was talking about truck driving the other day. Dude said, yo, Wack, what's up with the box truck? I said, hey, bro, I've never fucked with the box truck. I can't give you that information. I don't know too much about it. If you want to talk to me about diesels and 18-wheelers, I can tell you about that shit A to Z.
Hey, but it goes both ways, though. There's certain information that people got on this stage that Wack don't have access to. Like, you know, I'm in the military. This guy, Lebo, like, he called me yesterday with some information that I needed that Wack probably couldn't have gave me because he's not in the military. So I think what you're hearing on YouTube is a bunch of the arguments.
Hey, Sylvester.
That's what goes on.
Sylvester, you have wrong.
Front that.
I'm going to tell you why you have wrong. No, look, and I'm going to beat my chest on this shit. You have wrong. A, I brought Lebo to the platform. B, Lebo wouldn't have told now one of you motherfuckers who he really was and what he did. Wack did that so somebody like you If you had a question, you knew he's a guy you can go to. What Act don't want to respect is that my floor is built of many minds.
So that's my point. I think on YouTube, he doesn't hear us in here cooking. Like, I think he just hears the arguments, and that's
I agree with that. They don't never.
It seems like all of the videos that he's watched on YouTube are all the ones that are gauged in going against Wack. Like,
it's debates and arguments, right? It's debates and arguments. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because you're not in here on Clubhouse.
They never record and put up when I'm kicking real knowledge. They don't never.
That's my point.
I'm not questioning that you kick knowledge. I'm questioning, and most times when it's a debate where someone is either challenging you, usually I see the same 5 things. I see 40 people on your side, that person's alone. I see you use the same tactics to get around any straight question asked, especially if it contradicts what your point or your point of view is. And again, as I said, it's highly entertaining. I watch it all the time. But I do kind of look at the stage. I look at the stage a little weird because I'm like,
you're watching this small.
Okay, DJ, you said that
your opinion is skewed because you don't have access.
Hold on. Brother, as my brother, I gotta shut you down with this. It is very seldom, and I'm gonna be real, this is the first time I've been challenged this much on this stage. This is my stage. The arguments you hear, I'm always in another nigga's room that's an enemy room. Ain't no 40 people on my side. They won't even let my fucking people up. I gotta go in because they violate my badge and I gotta represent my people. So you lying, bro.
That's a fact. We get in the real, we get in real phone calls over getting blocked. We got issues in that all the time.
They don't even let them niggas up. I gotta go in the room and fight these niggas so my people can say, leave up, yeah, there you go. I can't hide. I gotta go in, go bring Wack up, leave all them other niggas down. That whole room is against me. So how these niggas is on my side when they all attack me?
All right. For example, when I was listening to you and Hassan,
I mean, do you get our
I
point
heard
on that?
about 50 ad-libbers who have nothing to do with it. I mean,
that wasn't my role. That was his man.
They were on your side. That's the point. They were on your side.
We couldn't go in there. Bullshit. I was Budden's Gotti when I was his man.
They won't let none of us people, none of us up. They won't let none of us up.
Them niggas don't fuck with us, bro. They wouldn't let my people up.
Kicked us out the room.
Hey, you see all them people down there with the little circles? They can't talk, They can't say a word. They leave my people down there. I gotta come to the room because they fucking over me and my people so much. I gotta, that's part of being a leader, bro. With anything, you gotta go in there and take the blows. So I'm trying to figure out who's these 40 niggas that's for me when the whole 40 is against me.
Well, listen, I could only speak to